Well, welcome to the Talk at 10. We're in the truck running around and we're working on the garden. And so, because,
With the dog.
yeah, Libby's back here with us, because we are interested in our health and interested in being as healthy as we can be and being as good to Mother Nature as we can be, we're going for our third attempt at a garden. What usually happens to our gardens, babe?
We grow weeds very well.
We do grow weeds very, very well. And so what has happened, good morning, Kath. Kathy saying hey.
Hey, Miss Kathy.
So what has happened is, in the past, you can see we have all of this broadleaf stuff, big weeds, crabgrass. This was a big thing where we had laid manure down. We have a horse over there somewhere. And we laid manure down and it grew our vegetables real well. And it also grew our weeds real well. And because we have busy professional lives, getting out here and weeding and staying on top of it doesn't do well. It's just not conducive to our lifestyle. And my first go around, I did till the garden. This go around, we're using cardboard as a weed barrier. And so what's going to happen is they are bringing a bunch of compost for us. Actually, we just went to the Columbus Recycling Center. And when we went to the recycling center, we asked for their cardboard because we want to use the cardboard as a weed barrier. Here, can you hold this for a second? I'm going to open up the truck. So we follow a guy online that does regenerative gardening, and that's what this is. It's a no-dig regenerative garden. We are going to use that cardboard on that garden space as our weed barrier. And what's going to happen is we're going to put compost down, and we're actually going to leave walkway between the rows so that we can plant our vegetables and then walk, and then there's going to be that cardboard there. That's the walkway that the leaves us the cardboard as a weed barrier, and it'll be nice, and we don't have to walk through there and get our feet all muddy and stuff like that, because we actually do come out here in our bare feet and walk around. Then on top of the compost, we'll put some probably soil or manure or whatever we can find on top of that. And the cardboard, as you can see, breaks down. And as it breaks down, the roots of the vegetables are going to go through. And what is it we say about vegetables? You should have variety. And do you remember what I told you, how many things we picked out?
Like 25, didn't we?
Yeah, so we will have 25 different fruits and vegetables in here, in ground that is not sprayed, in ground that won't be dug up anymore.
I don't know if you can see our horse over there. I don't know how, but she's going to make us our
Manure.
fertilizer.
She's been making us our fertilizer. And then in the corner there, you see where I had my first attempt at a compost heap, and that also went to the wayside when we cleaned out the fire pit and we just threw a bunch of gravel in it.
Yeah, the boys didn't know better.
Yeah, so I got to go clean it out so we can start that again.
But we got some trees growing.
Yeah, actually I'm going to transplant 3 maple trees that are about 3/4 of an inch in diameter. So, pretty excited about this actually, because my family has always been gardeners, and This is going to be something cool and kind of falling in the family tradition, or following in the family tradition. So it's going to be a good time, hopefully. Hopefully, it's going to be a more successful time this time. But this all plays into health because the more that you are exposed to, the more you're exposed to soil and microbes, the healthier you are. The more your microbiome is diverse. And once again, it seems that the key to everything in health boils down to diversity. So we have to have diverse diets. We have to have, and when I say a diverse diet, it's not Popeyes one day, Taco Bell the next, McDonald's the third day, and I don't know, some other junk food the fourth day. It's having real food. Real food has real fiber. Cruciferous vegetables help our pathways, and so this is something that I want y'all to think about. Is that we've always had problems with our biology. I mean, think about it. Our SNPs have been passed down from generation to generation. And a SNP is a single nucleotide polymorphism. And so if you eat cruciferous vegetables,
Libby Luann.
get over here. If you eat cruciferous vegetables, you are helping your detox pathway, your methylation pathway. And in the past, that's never been an issue. But now our food is so devoid of nutrition and it's so devoid of any goodness that it's absolutely, it just kills us from the inside out. That's why our tagline is we help you heal from the inside out, because we start to tend that inner garden that's in each of us. And that's why it just has to happen. We have to get back to this because in this day and age, I mean, we're now into the COVID variant D, and with the COVID variant, they're now starting to have some anecdotal evidence that this D variant is not something that happened in nature, but it's happening because of the vaccination, and it's being transmitted by those who are vaccinated. So people like me who are not vaccinated, we have to make sure that we keep ourselves as healthy as we can. We have to keep the inflammation knocked down, and we have to pay attention to the little signs and stuff that our bodies are giving us so that we stay healthy and that we don't die, because yes, COVID is very real, and yes, COVID is very transmissible, but if you're pretty healthy, your immune system does its job. And that's something that we all want to make sure that we do. We want to make sure that we keep our immune systems in check. And a garden and getting into the soil and getting exposed to those soil based organisms helps our bodies. I mean, when you get into the garden
In the sun.
and in the sun, you're getting vitamin D from the sun. The garden is exposing you to soil microbes, plus the earth is positively charged, so you offload electrons to the earth. And so these are all really, really just good things. I mean, you can Google woo woo and say, oh, it's earthing and this, that, and the other, but the studies show, and heart rate variability studies show, that if you are in contact with the ground, then your body goes into a more parasympathetic state. And that takes you out of fight or flight. The things that you smell, why do essential oils work so well? Well, it's called the terpenes in the essential oils. And those terpenes are things that we inhale, and they affect us. And they allow us to detox. They allow us to calm down. They allow lots of things to happen. And so there are lots of nuances to all of these things in and about health. But right now, I'm just really excited about the garden, and everybody's got to pick some plants. We're prepping this year now for next year's planting. And so that's just good practice, and hopefully a big shout out and thanks to the Columbus Recycling Center crew. They helped us load everything.
Yeah, they did. They not only, well, actually we're local here in Columbus, so we have 2 recycling centers, and one was willing to give us anything we wanted, but realized that we needed bigger pieces and sent us across town. And then they found us big pieces, like really nice cardboard that had already been cleaned, really, and helped us load it.
Yeah, we still got to pull staples from that box.
Yeah.
So, yeah, when you're doing this, you don't want shiny cardboard, and you don't want to leave tape on there, and you don't want to leave metal on there. So those are the things that you want to avoid. And don't worry, our people out there that we see at the farmers market, we still have to buy lots of stuff with our sprouts and greens and shoots and stuff like that. But we consume a lot of onions, a lot of garlic, a lot of Brussels sprouts, a lot of broccoli. I have the SNP for methylation, so I have to stay on top of that stuff.
Oh, if you've never tried microgreens, those are amazing. Find a microgreen grower and get some micro leeks. Those are the best, I think. I love them.
And the sprouts have tons of, especially broccoli sprouts, and the leeks have a lot, but they have a lot of sulforaphane in them, and that is like a super nutrient for the detox mechanism. So I think we're about ready to go for a bike ride.
Yeah, and if you're local here in Columbus, there's a microgreen man. He's the Red Rooster Farm. He lives in Brown County, I believe, but he has amazing microgreens.
If you want to learn more about this, or if you just want to learn about yourself and how to support yourself, we're here at Integrated Health of Indiana to help you heal from the inside out, to teach you about yourself. And this is truly personalized medicine, because with the program that we do, the actually quite successful program that we do the DNA, we test the gut, we get in there, and we look at your engine and how you work and where you need support. And this is something that, honestly, there's no better time in life right now to be alive, to be able to personalize your own health and take care of yourself. We're learning stuff every day about how to take care of ourselves and how to personalize medicine. And when I say personalized medicine, use nutrition as medicine. The wheels seem to be falling off of the medical model, and every time they're playing whack-a-mole. And I'm not saying that we're better, I'm just saying we're different. And the good thing about the way that we do things is we have the test of time. This is how we have existed as humans for as long as we've existed.
Well, we don't follow a medical protocol. It's individualized care for individuals. So that's kind of, we start from your basement and work up.
Yep. And I'm a chiropractor with a dual degree in functional medicine. So I get to go through, and I don't have to follow medical standard of care. We actually get to work with you and tweak things. So it's your care, and it's all about you. I just get to enjoy helping you, and she gets to enjoy helping you. And that's what it's all about.
And we're going to go on a bicycle ride. So we're going to plug in our friends here too. For anybody local that likes to ride or wants to start riding, we have a great bicycle store in Columbus. The bicycle
Columbus Cycle and
Center.
Fitness.
Yeah, and Fitness Center. And they have some amazing bicycles. So go see our friends, get yourself a bicycle, join us on a bicycle ride.
And actually, we're going to go deliver a microbiome test while we're on our bike ride. So the more things that you can incorporate movement and health, the better off you are. So
and
once
Kathy,
again,
if I don't make it to you to get your bicycle ride in, we're going to come get you and bring you to Columbus so we can go on our 13-mile bike ride together, and you'll be great.
And say a prayer for this young lady. She has big things coming up, and hopefully we'll have some announcements on Friday or Monday. Thank you.
See you later.